morning, afternoon, whenever you're watching this. Um, so today we're doing a hands-on modeling fraction multiplication. The pages that you're going to use today are 719 to 724. Put your name on it right here. And then right here, Mr. Grubbs, put your staple there. Okay. So the strategy that we're going to be using today is, of course, modeling fraction. And the essential question, as we always talk about, is what strategies can be used to multiply and divide fractions? And again, we're still on multiply. We have to multiply first before we move on to the divide portion of it. So you can multiply a whole number by a fraction using repeated addition. So since the denominator is 3, each model is divided into 3 equal sections. So we have model 1, 2, and 3. Okay, we put them into 3. Now, it says shade 1/3 of each model. So we're going to shade in, that's 1 out of the 3, right? That's 1 out of the 3, right? And that's 1 out of the 3. How many sections of each model are shaded? Well, there's only one section of each model that is shaded. All right. And now we're going to add those 1, 2, 3. So how many total sections of the model are shaded? Well, 3. So we're going to go down here and we're going to say 1, 2, 3. The last model shows the product of 1/3 times 3, which, as you can see here, it's technically 1 whole. So we have right here, we have 3 out of the 3 are shaded, and then 3 out of 3 is equal to 1. 1. So 1/3 times 3 equals 3 divided by 3, or 1. Okay. All right, so I've returned the page here. All right, so now we're going to find the unknown of in 2 times 3/4, and we're going to use modeling, and then we're going to write it in the simplest form. So divide each model into, so you can see the denominator is 4, so we're going to divide that into 4 different equal sections, and we have our 4 equal sections, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So we're going to shade in 3/4 of the first 2 models because we're only doing 2 of them, right? So we're going to have, so we have to put this into fourths, put that into fourths, all right? And we're going to shade in 3/4 of each of the first 2 models. So we're going to shade in, here's 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to shade in 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we split this up into 4 equal sections, and we did 2 of them because we have times 2, just to keep that in mind. These were just added for after the idea. So how many sections of each model is shaded? Well, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 3. So you add, how many total sections of the model are shaded? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the last 2 models show the product of 2 times 3/4. So if we split this up, these into fourths also, like that. And then we add, we have 6 of them, so we're going to shade in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So as you can see, hopefully you see that equals, there's 1 hole right here, right? There's 1 hole. Well, let's do this first. It says number of shaded sections were 6. Number of sections were 4. Okay. So there's 4 sections here, and then there's a total of 6 that are shaded. So 6/4 is equal to, again, we have 1 hole right here, right?
Mr. Scully, could you please come to the office?
1 hole there. and then you have 2 out of the 4. Or if you simplify these, divide both these by 2, you're going to get 1 and 1/2. So 2 times 3/4 is equal to 1 and 1/2, which is the unknown. Okay. Explain why 2 3/4 is the same as 3 times 2 divided by 4. Okay. Well, it's the same. 2 times 1/4 is the same as 2 divided by 4. All right. But since 3/4 is 3 times as large as 4, I would look at this and say, well, if you take 3 times the 2, that gives you 6, and then you get 6 divided by 4. Well, that's what we had up here, right? With 6 divided by 4. But we are also taking the 2, so let's say 2 times 1/4 is the, because remember this is splitting these up into 1/4, 1/4, and 1/4, is the same as saying, same as 2 divided by 4, because that would be basically 2 over 4, which is 2 divided by 4. Since 3/4 is 3 times larger, or as large as 1/4, then 2 times 3/4 is the same as 2 times, or 3 times 2 divided by 4. Okay. And it's, the next one is explain how you could find 2 times 3/4 without using models. Well, I'm going to go ahead and give you a shortcut on this one because, again, the book is taking a roundabout direction here. 2 times 3/4. If you just make that 2 over 1 what it actually is, 2 over 1, and then you multiply, oops, throwing my pen everywhere, and then you multiply straight across, what's 3 times 2? 6. What's 4 times 1? 4. Now see, you get your 6/4 up here. It's kind of a roundabout way of finding the product of these fractions instead of drawing them. I want you to use the models so you see that they equal this, because sometimes we can't see that. But in this assignment, let's just use models. Tomorrow's lesson, you'll be doing the actual multiplying. All right, so we're going to use models to solve, shade the models to find the product of each. So as you can see here, we have 1/2, so we're going to split all these up into halves. And there's 4 of them, so that's why we have 4 of them there. So we're going to shade 1/2, 1/2, 1/2, and 1/2. Okay, and we're doing 1/2 4 times. So it's basically a half plus a half plus a half plus a half plus a half. You add these up, you get how many? You get 4 halves. So you're going to color in 4 halves, which hopefully you can see that equals 4 out of the 2, right? Or just 2 wholes, because this is a whole and then that's a whole. So you get 2 as your answer. Again, we take and we subdivide this up into thirds, and then there's 4 of them because we're doing it times 4, so that's plus, 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 plus. So we're going to shade in 1/3 of all of these. So there's a third, there's a third, there's 1/3, and then there is 1/3. And then we add those up. There's 4 of those, so we're going to say 1, 2, 3, and then there's the 4th one. So here is 1 whole, so we have 1 whole, and then we have 1 shaded out of the 3. So we have 1 and 1/3. Pretty simple as far as this is concerned. 2/3 times 5. So again, we take and we look at the denominator here, which is a 3. So we split this up into 3s. We're doing it 5 times plus repeated addition. Remember, 5 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to shade in 2 of each one. So 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2. So we're going to add up how many ones that we shaded there. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Looks like we shaded in 10. So we have 1, 2, 3. There's 1. 4, 5, 6. There's 1. 7, 8, 9. There's 1. And then 10. So that's 1 out of the 3. So we add these up and we get 3 and 1/3. Next one, 3 times 2/3. So we're going to split this up into thirds, and then we have 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. We add those together. So we do 2 in each one. So we say 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now we add those up, 2, 4, 6. So we're going to say here's 1, 2, 3. There's 1. 4, 5, 6. There's 1. Add them together, you're going to get 2 is your answer. 2 is your answer. Not too bad, is it? It's not too bad. Find each unknown. Shade the models to find the product, write in simplest form. So again, we look at fifths. So we're breaking these down into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and fifths. We do it 6 times across here. So we're going to shade in 1 of each one of these. So 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and 1. We add those up. We get 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. There's 1 hole. And then there's 1 shaded in out of the total of fifths. So we get 1 and 1/5. Same thing down here, except for the fact that we have times 6. So we're going to add them 6 times, and we're going to do into the 5s like we did before, and then we're going to shade 2 in each one. So we have, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So it looks like we shaded in 12. So we're going to shade in 12 of these. So we're going to shade in, looks like there's 5. So we'll do hole 5. So that's 1 hole. Here's another 5, right? That makes another hole. So that's 10, and we said we did 12, so we have 2 to do here. So there's 2 shaded in out of the total of 5. So we add these together, and that's going to give us 2 and 2/5. Pretty easy, simple as that. Use models to help you solve 9 and 10. All right, let's go. Brandon saved 2 gigabytes of music on his MP3 player. Of the music he saved, 1/4 is hip hop. What fraction? So we basically have, the question is 2 times 1/4. So if we're using models like it says to do, we're going to take one of these blocks and we're going to divide it into 4s. And we have 2 of those to do, right? Because it says the times 2 right there. So we have another one like that. Okay. And we're going to shade in 1 in each one. That's going to give us, again, we got another 4th here. 2 of them, right? So 1, 2. So we have 2/4. Or you can see that there's 1/2 there. So your answer is going to be 1/2. Or as I said here, 1/2. Because 2 divided by 4. That's what we had right here. Over the past 6 hours, Natalie spent 1/5 of an hour each kneading bread. How much time does she spend kneading bread? Okay, well, again, they got 6 times 1/5 right here. So let's go ahead and make we have into fifths, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we have to do this 6 times. It stinks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many times is that? That's only 5 times. We need 1 more. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna shade in 1 of each one of these. Let's do the green. We have 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and 1. We add those up. That means it's going to give us 6. So if we were going to shade in another square here with fifths, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get another one here just in case we need that one. All right, so we're going to put 6 of these in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There's one whole, and then there's our 6, 1 out of 5. So we have 1 and 1/5 right there, because we're doing basically 6 divided by 5. All right. So guys, let's not worry about those right there. Let's focus on doing these modeling here. Shade in what you need to shade in, then add them up. All right. If you have any questions, again, come back to the math video that we've done here. Rewind and go to the beginning. Again, you're gonna have to draw out some of your things on the 3 that you have here. You have to actually draw out boxes. Like there's gonna be 3 of these here, so you're gonna need to draw out 3 boxes. This one you're gonna draw out 4. This one here you're gonna draw out 5 of them. All right, to help you solve these problems. So you want to make sure you divide these by the 6s. I know it's difficult to do that because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But that's what you're dividing it by, is by the 6 right there. Okay. So if you have any questions, as always, raise your hand and I'll come back and help you. Thank you for watching. Make sure you put your name on it before you turn it in, and you have it stapled in the right spot, Colton Grubbs, and turn it into the math box. Thanks, guys. Enjoy your day.